And welcome back. And of course, it is on tomorrow afternoon on 94.7 The Pulse from 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Straight after that magnificent cult-followed show, hashtag Giddy Up at 1 o'clock with Jason Stolk.
Jason Stolk, yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah, the big man, Spider Brady.
Spider, because I see him every Sunday night to Spider Brady's Pergola of Pleasure.
Pergola of Pleasure. You ever been out to the Pergola of Pleasure?
Haven't cracked an invitation yet.
I'll get you an invitation to the Pergola of Pleasure. He's an a la carte chef.
Andy Richards?
Whenever he turns up. He doesn't turn up very much.
Okay. So that gets underway tomorrow afternoon from 94.7 The Pulse.
And Sir Robert's in there.
Hashtag Giddy Up.
Sir Robert's in the chair.
Who?
Sir Robert. He does the panel.
Is he the professor?
No, Sir Robert, no.
Yeah.
Although,
Bobby Appleton.
No. Sir Robert.
We're losing this. Where were we?
I don't know. It could be Bobby Appleton.
He's done the show for 3 years. He still doesn't know Sir Robert's last name.
Well, Sir Robert.
Hasn't met the panel operator yet. Unbelievable. As I said, it is on 94.7 and it's after the hashtag Giddy Up. It is the GDFL preliminary final. It's going to be an absolute belter. It's going to be between the Bell Post Hill Panthers and the Inverleigh Hawks. And I got it right. And I'll tell you what, I'll start with you, Mitch. Inverleigh, it would be absolutely devastating if they were to go out again in straight sets this year.
Yeah, it certainly would be, Dick. I had a bit of a feeling before Sunday's game that I thought that maybe the winner of that game might be able to progress through to the grand final. I'm not too sure. I've picked Bell Post Hill in the record, but until I see the teams, I'm not that sure. I think this is a game that can go either way. I think Inverleigh's best may test Bell Post Hill, especially if they have a couple of blokes injured, and they certainly had a couple limp off. There was one bloke had a facial injury after he led with his chin into
It's not me leading with me chin.
Ran 30 yards and then put his head in the wrong spot, but that was okay. And then there was one of the other young fellows, the centre forward. Jake Barlow. He was on crutches after the game, and you wouldn't want to lose Jake Barlow. I wouldn't have thought because he was very influential when he was on the ground. I'm not too sure. I'm going to actually tip Inverleigh to certainly make amends for Saturday's performance, and I didn't think they were very impressive at all on Saturday. I don't subscribe to the fact that they were nervous in any way. I thought that I didn't think they came to play. I didn't think they put enough physical pressure on Bannockburn, and if they don't put physical pressure on Bell Post Hill will pull their pants down. But I'm going to give them another. Another crack. Look, this will be a tight game. The reason I picked Bell Post Hill in the record is because I'm assuming that all those players are going to play. If they don't play, I'll tip Inverleigh, so I'll at least get a winner in one place on the weekend. But look, Inverleigh but Bell Post Hill could. It's just that tight, mate. It's just that tight.
Alex, I reckon if you're outside looking in and you're looking at excitement and promotion for the game, I guess most people would like to see Inverleigh get into the grand final. So we've got two country towns belting each other in the grand final will be fantastic. But gee, you can't write Bell Post Hill off at any stage.
Well, look, I've looked back at my last 3 Inverleigh games, tipping wise. They lost the last game, so that brought them a 16-2 record. I tipped them to win that day. I tipped against them, Bell Post Hill. They decided to win that day, and then I thought they'd be over the line against Bannockburn. Bannockburn hadn't played a side in the top 8 for 50 days.
No, that's right.
Goes to show fresh legs work. So, look, what did I learn from Inverleigh? Their midfield, uncharacteristic mistakes disposal-wise, but their structure's still held for a majority. It's just a bit of a leaky back six. And now, when you look at that back six, Jack Filet was good, de Blasio okay before his concussion. The rest I wasn't too sure about, and then you put him against a forward line that has Justin Tarr that's kicked 4 goals. It has Nick Costello that's kicked 60, Joel Page has kicked 50, Ettridge has kicked about 40, Barlow if he recovers.
Can I change my tip? I'm back on Bell Post Hill.
Yeah, I'm not a great salesman, but I've just got one sale there.
Yeah, you have.
It's just such a powerful forward line for Belpost Hill, but the key is, Mitch, to get it to
That's
that
right.
forward line.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
whoever wins in the middle, and I keep saying it every time these sides met, whoever wins Highlands versus Lovett in the ruck, they'll win the game.
He is a mountain that love it. And you know what? He rucks all day. He doesn't hardly have a rest. Holzfield's not going to be quiet 3 weeks in a row. I wouldn't have thought.
Well, I'll just mention, we only just found out on Monday he had gastro against Thompson, and that's no disrespect to Chris Scott, who did do a terrific job tagging him, but that might come into play going into
What
tomorrow.
about the week before? Did he have it the week before
Well,
as well?
no, he got it off.
Oh, that's
McLeod.
right. He fell asleep the week. He didn't get any sleep.
Probably.
the
Oh,
week
you're
before.
talking about Stuffer.
Well, Stuffer said that he
We
had a
interviewed with
sleep all
Stuffer too,
week.
didn't we?
We did do an interview with
Here
Stuffer.
we go.
We did. Jeez, that's the first interview we've had all year. I think.
Oh, well, first one for the week.
Yeah, first one of the
It's been a
week.
while.
Yeah, he could be the premiership coach and he's going to retire. Alan Joyce, all
Alan
over.
Joyce.
Eh?
There you go.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
So you reckon Inverleigh, Alex? Your tip?
Well, all right, I'll go for Belpost Hill,
Okay.
but for the Inverleigh fans, remember, I always get my Inverleigh games wrong, so hopefully that'll work out for them.
Who do you reckon, Dick?
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
going
big
for the Hawks. I just reckon that they've just finally, Mark McDowell's a great coach.
Yeah, good
Yep.
coach.
And
Yeah.
suddenly they've got to start performing in finals
Yeah,
now, otherwise you're just wasting a home and away season the
Yeah,
last couple of
yeah,
years.
yeah.
And I reckon they'll come good, and I reckon we'll find it'll be a Hawks Tigers grand final.
Wouldn't that be fantastic, really?
Well,
if it
two
was?
country
Yeah,
towns,
yeah.
and look, Belpost Hill and North Geelong have dominated
Yeah.
the last couple of years, and from outsiders looking in, they must be bored absolutely.
But wouldn't it be good
Something was.
if you had, say, and it doesn't matter, two teams in the seniors and two different teams in the reserves
Yeah.
and another two different teams.
Yeah.
You had 6 different teams on the day. Wouldn't that bring a crowd along?
It's got to bring a crowd
Wouldn't
along.
it be fantastic?
Absolutely.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if we're getting the grand final,
Well,
Belpost Hill, we might interview Stubber for a change.
if they win, we're going to have to.
Now, very quickly, we've got to
Yeah.
close the show, end the show again. It's on again in the seconds,
Yep.
midday.
Yeah.
You'll be on the radio, won't be taking any
No,
notes
I
at all.
won't be able to see
North
it.
Geelong Magpies up against the Tommy Tigers again.
Yeah, I saw North Geelong on Saturday, and I firmly believe that
We'll be right.
the Thompson might just get over the.
Oh, you're talking absolute rubbish. Right, then. Well, that takes care of our preliminary final show. Yes, it's on again, North Geelong and Thompson in the seconds, and then the big preliminary final clash with Inverleigh Hawks taking on the Belpost Hill Panthers. It'll be a ripper. And you can see it again, of course, 94.7 The Pulse for 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Thanks again for your company. And once again, we'll finish the show up with another Mick Clarkin.
Oh, here we go.
no,
Why
that's,
not? Alex is trying to
Dick,
get in.
Before we
is that the
forget,
star flash out?
just before we get to the cha-ching,
Yep.
I want to get some cha-ching and just wish Werribee all the best. Their Colts are going to play in the Division 2 Grand Final tomorrow morning.
Yep.
That's not at St Albans Park, but we can still support them from St Albans
Oh,
when you're
absolutely.
having a good
Fantastic.
milkshake from the canteen for those
Fantastic.
younger viewers, all
Yeah,
right?
good on you. That's great, Eddie. Well, thanks again for your company. We'll see you all again next Friday night for our special grand final edition, where we might even stick on a couple of jumpers that'll fit me and Mitch and Alex.
Just
See you all again.
raise
Thanks for your
City for
company.
both of
Bye
us.
for now.
We come together, the best from all the league, to show them how to play.